personality of Godhead because of his opulences which he has. But here, when he appeared in Vrindavan, he didn't expand, he didn't show up these opulences in a way how Brahma used to see them. He was behaving completely differently because he wanted to have some pastimes with his devotees. So even when he wanted to exhibit his power, when he was killing Putana, he didn't do it in a way how, for example, Lord Varahadev killed Hiranyaksha. They didn't have a great fight with the weapon and all what is going on. No, he was just behaving like a small baby. He sat the breast of Putana. And also in the same way when came Shakatasura, he was just kicking with legs like when babies are doing. So he didn't express his, he didn't manifest his opulence there. He was more there in order to be with his devotee and have fun. But if someone wants to be a friend with someone else, they need to be in a quite similar situation. We have heard one story from Mahabharata about Drona and Drupad. When they were children, they went together in Gurukula. Although Drona was son of the king, Drupad was son of the king, and Drona was son of the Brahman. And in the school, they were in equal position, and they played together. They were very nice friends. But later on in life, Drupad became king, and Drona stayed poor Brahman who didn't have enough for some decent life. And then he decided he needs a cow because he wants his son to try the milk. So he went to his old friend Drupad to ask one cow in charity. And when he came there, he said, they asked him, who is looking for a king? He said, it's me, Drona, king's friend. And then when they said this to Drupad said, no, this is not possible. Friendship can be only amongst equals. And I'm king, you are a beggar. This is not possible that we are friends. I can give you something in charity, this is no problem. But friends, we cannot be the friends. And then after this, so many things happened. Drona, when in Hastinapur, he was teacher of the Pandavas, and he teach them all this military science. In the end, they managed to defeat Drupad and took all his kingdom and gave it to Dronacharya. Then Dronacharya divided it on half and gave half to Drupad and said, okay, now we are equal. You have half kingdom, I have half. Maybe we can be friends now. Drupad didn't have choice then to accept this, but inside he wasn't very happy, so he made further arrangement to revenge, and story was going on and on. But what is important here in this story, what I want to say, it's this fact that friendship, that what Rupa said, that friendship can be just amongst equals. And there is plenty of truth also in this. We can see many times, almost always in life, how people are making friendship. Always they are more or less similar position. Because if they are much, much different, if one king becomes friends with a, let's say, poor Brahman, then it's a little bit difficult to have fun together. For example, king said, okay, now let's go in a chariot, let's go for hunting. But this poor Brahman, he doesn't have chariot. How they are going to go? Or let's go to gamble, what kings used to do. But Brahman doesn't have what to gamble, and he is not gambling, it's not in his nature. So always when is some kind of association making, it needs to be amongst equal or at least similar, because people can never be completely equal, but at least similar, that they have similar nature, similar interests, similar lifestyle. Then this companionship can go for longer time. In the same way, we can see when Krishna wants to come and wants to associate with his devotees in this material world, he is far, far superior and different than living entities are. He is Supreme Personality of Godhead, full of he has complete control over everything. And poor living entities, we don't have nothing. We are full of ignorance here. We are completely different. So in order to have friendship and to somehow go together, it has happened either that Jiva comes closer, becomes same like a Krishna, or that Krishna becomes same like a Jiva, if they can have pastimes on equal level. So because it wouldn't be very beneficial if some Jiva becomes like a powerful, like Supreme Lord. So in this way, Krishna chose to forget for a moment his opulences. So he comes and he forgets completely his Aishwarya rasa. Then he comes and he resigned in Vrindavan as one of the cowherd boys. In this way he can play with cowherd boys, they can wrestle together, they can have different kind of fun. Because if he comes as a Vishnu with 4 hands and with all these opulences and crown and this, it wouldn't be any more Goloka Vrindavan. That would be like in Vaikuntha. Everybody would offer prayers to him and it would be something completely different. But in this way we can see Krishna is covering many of his opulences in order to come and become more similar to his friends, in order to perform his pastimes with his friends. So this is one of the reasons why Brahma couldn't recognize the Lord, because he was checking all this, what he said in Brahma Samhita. Does he have this? Is it this? Is it this? No. So it means how this boy could be the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is barefoot walking in the forest, running with his friends, with a little bit of prasadam, even in left hands. He didn't even learn Vedic culture, not to speak about something else. So this was completely confusing with Brahma. But it's different if he chose one way to check it, which may not be maybe the most appropriate way to check whether someone is Supreme Personality of Godhead or not. For example, we see a few verses before where Lord Balaram wasn't sure what's going on, whether all these boys and cows are Vishnu's expansion or not. He approached to Krishna nicely and asked what is going on, and then he was answered in the same way. But we see Lord Brahma, he decided to check by himself, and decided to check in this way that he was sure that he will prove that this is not Supreme Personality of Godhead. That was his attitude. But Krishna is also present in everyone's heart, and he is also giving us all the time, giving us some message, what is going on, how we should behave, what may happen. So we can see even in Brahma's heart was Paramatma who was telling him, maybe you are not right, maybe something bad will happen. So we can see that's how he was in anxiety. That was what was giving him anxiety. Is there any question or comment on this point?